Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Regarding the hadith of the last person to enter Jannah, what is the reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places a tree 3 times in order to make him ask? What is the scholars' opinions when one tree is placed and Allah knows he can't resist asking, so he places another, then another? And secondly, what is the meaning of when he says to Allah, "O Allah, are you mocking me when you are the king?" And Allah replies, "I am not mocking you, but I am able to do as I please." Please could you give me an insightful description of these two scenarios? So this hadith, which is mentioned in Sahih Muslim, so it's an authentic hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ describes the last person to enter into the paradise. And it's a long hadith, and you've mentioned 2 particular parts of that hadith which you say require explanation. So the first one is, what is the reason Allah places 3 trees in order to make him ask? Well, there's no reason, meaning there's no logical, or we can come to, oh, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed 3 trees and not 4 trees, or not 5 trees, or 2 trees. Because as that person exits out of the hellfire and sees a tree to take a rest, and he sees that as a great blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that each tree that he sees, he asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take rest by that and sees that as a great blessing. I guess the benefit is that we can take is that on each occasion that individual sees taking rest at each occasion is a great blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, exiting from the hellfire, and up until that time not entering the hellfire. So there isn't a specific reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed these amount of trees. It's just the way it is. And secondly, what is the meaning when the individual says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "Oh Allah, are you mocking me?" Now this is when this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or it is said to this individual to keep asking for the blessings and keep asking for what he wants, and he cannot believe that he's able to receive these blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's not in a sense that he's questioning Allah, "Why are you mocking me?" He can't believe that he's able to receive these blessings. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds him that there is no joke here, it is something very serious. And that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ala kulli shay'in qadir, that he has ability over all things. So there are times when we read them in a hadith, at times we don't have a reason, or we know why it is a particular number, or it is because it is. But we take the benefits that when that person leaves the hellfire and goes into the paradise, being the last person, that person will have a na'im, will have a blessing that is 10 times the very best that you can imagine from this dunya. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the paradise. Ameen.